Vince Carter.
Yeah, man.
Your boy.
You kind of cut me off last episode, but you know, but it was good.
Yes,
it was good. It was a
wanted to
great
keep it-
segue for today.
I wanted to
You know
keep
what
it
I
for
mean?
today. So Vince Carter is getting inducted to the Hall of Fame.
Wow.
Right?
Not even a wow. I knew it was gonna happen.
We knew it was gonna happen.
We knew it was gonna happen.
He played from 98 to what was it? 98 to 2004 with
Just
the Raptors.
about. Yes.
I want to say Vince Carter put Toronto on the map.
He gave Canada
Like-
basketball extra
like,
life.
I believe, when he had his All-Star game on that Friday of Carabana weekend, the streets would be flooded after
Right.
the release of the game.
Right.
Like that game was a big deal. I think he did so much for the city,
Right.
putting basketball courts around neighborhoods.
Yep.
I just think that he was and is the best player that Toronto has ever had. Their arena, they called him Air Canada.
Air Canada Center.
Like Air Canada Center.
Yeah,
like, like when he won that dunk contest, I think it was
In
2000,
Oakland?
In Oakland.
Oh man, put us on the map.
That was insane.
Yes.
And then I think he encouraged a lot of players because when Vince had his run, I feel like a lot of players from Toronto,
Corey
and just Canada,
Jones,
Corey Jones,
Anthony Bennett, Tristan Thompson.
All these guys looked at Vince Carter like a
Andrew
guy.
Wiggins.
And he encouraged all these guys. So I believe that he deserves to be inducted to the Hall of Fame.
Most definitely.
And my question to you
Uh-oh.
is, do you feel which Raptor should get their jersey retired first with the Toronto Raptors?
Well, because Kyle Lowry's still playing, I'm going to say Vince Carter. You know what I mean? And first off, I owe Vince Carter an apology.
Yes.
I was bitter. You know what I mean? But as a diehard Raptor fan since 1995, you understand?
Mm-hmm.
And just seeing how he put us on the map. Yes, that Oakland All-Star weekend, you know what I mean? The East even won that game. We were down in the All-Star game when All-Star games really counted for something. We were down double digits
when guys
going
really
into the fourth.
Mm-hmm.
And that class of 96, that backcourt of AI and Stephon Marbury, you know what I mean? Brought us back into that. And Vince was playing in that game. And I thought that was Vince's coming out party, putting on a national scale.
Right.
Right? And then after that, after we won that game, we were on NBC. And for those, I don't like to age myself, but I'll age myself a bit. Like, you know what I mean? Back in the day, basketball, NBA games on NBC was huge. Sundays, we're watching NBA on NBC.
Yeah.
And when I seen a Raptor game, I believe we played the Phoenix Suns. And we won that game. I was like, yo, we're here. And Vince played well too. I was like, we're here. So, making it to I think I got bitter when we played AI in them. Game 7, they were going back and forth in that series.
They were going back and forth.
That was a
legendary series. I remember. I was at Mount Zion Christian Academy.
Yes, sir.
Prep. I remember that.
We were going back and forth. So I'm like, game 7, 50 after 50.
50 pieces.
Yeah. All that. But then after game 7, Vince decides to go to his graduation.
Right.
Shout out Concordia Stingers. I love you guys to death. I'm a con you. Concordia all day.
Right.
But guess what? When my coach didn't provide me with any insight on how to go pro or anything like that, I was a bit bitter. So I graduated with my BA and I told them to mail that to me, man. I didn't even go to my graduation. So see where I'm coming from with it as a hooper. You understand? So I was like, when Vince is going...
Maybe he didn't have the resources at that time to help you.
Fair enough. But I was just saying like, yo, Vince, like, why are you going to your graduation in North Carolina on the same day of the game 7? Right. You know what I mean? All that extra work that took you to get to North Carolina, you could have been putting that in the gym. Because at the end of the day, you got that final shot. And I know for a fact he would have hit it if he would have stayed. You could have had your graduation party. You could have had your graduation party in the 6. You know what I mean? Everybody that graduated with you from North Carolina, you could have flew them down here. It could have been dope. Mom would have been happy.
Yeah, but
I get it.
It was his mother's dream.
Like I was young. I was young and immature, and I was hurt with it. I was just hurt.
We were all hurt. And honestly, I want to blame. I don't want to just blame Vince Carter. I want to blame management as well. Because
I'll get to them in a second. But I was just setting up some context in regards to why I so bitter towards Vince.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then the following year we did all right, but then he started getting hurt.
Right.
And then it's not like you know how we do our research now and we understand media and we can dig just like how media can dig and find out things.
Yeah.
Like I didn't know that him and management were going at it back like that,
He
like
wanted
back and
help.
forth.
He wanted
You know
some
what I
help.
mean? I didn't understand that piece, so I'm just basing it off of the sound bites and the videos that I'm seeing on TSN and on Sportsnet. And when I seen the man said Duncan is overrated, that's when I was just like, yo, fams, I'm done with this guy. I'm done. Not knowing all the stuff he's dealing with. You feel me?
Right.
But long story short, I was very bitter. I was like that bitter girlfriend, man. I was like that bitter boyfriend that just got dumped. You feel me? By the shorty that you just put all your effort in, and she glows up, and she gets the dude that gets the scholarship. They go off and have a family, and they just leave me in the wind. I just felt like that, and I just seen Vince doing this thing with New Jersey. How much time did he hit buzzer beaters on us when he came back to Toronto?
Yeah.
I just felt it was so. I was so upset. You know what I mean?
He definitely killed us.
That cannot erase the fact of what he did for us, putting Canada ball on the map,